Do we have an exploit in the side event for this month? Yes, hello everybody, welcome to what is going to be a testing deep dive type video. Now, shout out to the person that sent this. I'm going to keep the name anonymous just because, you know, I don't want either people to go at them or Kabam to go at them. But just to let you know that there is potential. This could be fixed or this could be broken still. So the person that sent me through the video footage, shout out to yourself and thank you very much for sending it through, had said that first of all, and they showcased, and we're going to show evidence of that in a moment, that when they went to their objectives, that all of them had been done, which for some people you kind of go, you're not meant to be able to 100% all these objectives. They're meant to be a case that each week you're able to get a point, which is meant to give you the objectives completed. So it would be going like, okay, well this week we'll have the second week, which means that we'll go from 2 of 4 for Cataclysm Legendary, 2 of 3 for Cataclysm Epic, Master and Heroic respectively. So what we're going to do in this video is try to see if we can replicate the same type of exploit winning thing, and that is basically, you can see on screen right now, you'll be able to see my objectives. They're 1/4, 0/3, 0/3, and then heroic, which is 1/3. Now what I'm going to try and do in this video is try to recreate that particular exploit to see if it works, and it's very, very simple. All you need to do is go back into what you have already 100%ed, and you should in theory be able to get an extra point. Now we will showcase where this has been working, if it's a case or it's been exploited, and you know, we'll see what happens, whether or not Kabam have kind of like, you know, fixed it or not. I don't know by the time this video has been seen by you watching this right now that Kabam have fixed it, but let's just go and bash in with getting this done first and foremost. Again, we should be seeing something that says 2 of 3 if it indeed is the case. So my anonymous email says to me that they have done the paths 100%ed and then gone back in and just done a single path. Now we're going to do the easy path, which is there's no restrictions on it, and just quickly blast through it because, you know, for the scheme of the video we want to make this as quick as possible, and I don't want to be doing all those kind of like cavalier type fights that are going to take a bit of time because they're not running suicides at the moment, so it would take a bit of time. So let's just kind of completely blast through it. And also I want to keep this as a raw, not raw recording, but kind of as quickly as possible showcasing it, whether or not it works or not, just for the scheme of, you know, trying to keep the video as timely as possible, because anybody get time for that. They want to know what the crack is, but as well kind of showcasing, hey, did you do anything whilst doing this? Any kind of like freaky things? Is this clickbait or not? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to test whether or not it's indeed the case. And we're nearly at the boss. We're going to go through it again just quickly before I do this, just to show there's no any kind of edits in any kind of way. It still says heroic 1 of 3, and then we're going to go and just do the boss again and see. It may be a case that this could be device specific. It could be a case that this is only been for one player. There could be some other reasoning behind it. You just don't really know with it. But hey, you know, we'll just need to kind of like just see if indeed it works or doesn't work as we just quickly vanquish. Take this in a block. Zoom in, SP1, undone. Okay, so that's that done. No edits, no nothing. And what will happen will be the key thing. Nothing noted there. Go into the objectives. 2 of 3. So yeah, this is confirmed as a current exploit. Now do with this as you will. That's the thing. Do with this as you will. If you are going to be doing the weekly things, then indeed do it. But yeah, you can actually, whether or not this is, as I said, whether or not this is considered to be an exploit or not, it's hard to say. But it's not something that's been overly mentioned. So yeah, if you want to go back in and indeed take some of your strongest champions and going up against the non-pathed version of like Cavalier, that indeed you can do that. I will just, whilst doing this video, I will just blast through it. I'll probably like cut it for time, just to kind of showcase that it's not just heroic for this, and that it's kind of like, you know, I can do it on another thing. So let's just quickly do that. And here we go, just finishing up on a fight here with Dr. Doom. I actually preferred using Dr. Doom more than I did Magneto, especially when I'm doing the easier path. But again, just kind of like reaching up to this, so obviously cut it for time. And let's just again go back to like check. This should say 2 of 4 if indeed it did pop up. 2 of 4, there we go. So I probably will, for the thumbnail of this video, put like the other kind of 2 runs there as kind of like the claim now, again, just to kind of like make the emphasis right here. I just want to premise something and say, like, even though I might kind of title this about being an exploit, in some ways it is, but predominantly it's not. Effectively, this is a coding error by Kabam. So it's Kabam's bug at the end of the day that's allowing you as players to be able to do this, you know, 3 weeks earlier than you should be able to. Should any kind of like problems arise from this? No, this is Kabam's mistake at the end of the day. And also, you are not gaining more than any other player. To say like, what am I gaining? I'm gaining time is what I'm gaining. I'm not, number one, I'm not getting additional rewards. Number two, it's not completely breaking the scheme of things because it's an error by Kabam. But you know, the point is, I am not making any more gains than anyone else except for on my time. So I technically don't have to do the other quest. Well, you should really do the other quest because they do kind of like give rewards from doing it. So essentially, I'd still have to fully explore some of the other different things. So the only thing that I would be gaining is, again, time on these rewards. So I'd be gaining the things like tier 5 class catalyst, the 1000 6-star shards, and the mythic crystal shards several weeks before anybody else. But again, the point is, you still have to do the other 3 weeks of this particular side quest. So it doesn't give you so many gains. It's only if you're desperate for 6 stars, desperate for 5-star awakening gem, desperate for more legendary shards, desperate for more 5-star shards, desperate for some of the other stuff as well. So that's the thing. If you're desperate for those stuff, then yeah, okay, you can do this, but I don't know if it's meant to be like done earlier. First thing. I mean, it does say all 4 Cataclysm side quests, so yeah, it's not really meant to be done early, and those are the things on the right hand side you kind of like you gain. So so yeah, it's kind of like, it's down to a player perspective if you're interested in doing it. Yeah, massive thing at the moment if you want your extra rewards from objectives earlier, but you're not making massive gains because you still have to 100% the other Cataclysm quests that come your way. So there you go. Very interesting. Nonetheless, shout out to the person that sent this through, which is I'm going to call him Mr. T. Thank you, Mr. T, for sending this through and alerting to it. I'm sure Kabam will end up kind of like patching something, but in the meantime, something if you want to do to grab your objective rewards earlier, this is the exploit you can follow for this. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video. Make sure to check out some other content located on the screen, like the Marvel Contest of Champions new show. Find out why Galactus has been teased. Also find out what happened on Friday's deep dive with Kabam John and Kabam Boo for the rework of Guillotine, the second rework of Guillotine, some other info as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.